This is what I love most about Montefiore. I wasn't just a patient. They cared about my life and my story after all of this. Knowing that I had something to look forward to after I was done with cancer, ballet ultimately became the motivator throughout my treatment.
I had seen Chiara as a student. She was a little aspiring dancer at that time. And then when I came here, Chiara was starting as a member of the trainee program. Very hardworking, very serious. That's kind of just how she is.
At some point during the first season, I was experiencing sharp pain in my femur, where it almost felt like someone was just stabbing the leg 24/7. Ballet was kind of my safe place, and it just made me happy being in there and moving, and it kind of helped me forget about what was going on in the leg.
When Chiara first shared with us that she had a tumor, that in itself was really scary. But we were also relieved that it was just something that she was going to have her hip surgery and then it was going to be taken care of. And then the tumor grew back.
That's when my family and I decided I needed a second opinion. We decided on Montefiore. When I went to go see Dr. Geller, I walked in with my papers from the hospital where I was originally treated. He turned them down immediately, and he was like, "That's nice, but we're gonna look at this with a fresh pair of eyes." He could kind of tell right then and there that it didn't look like an osteodysioma, that something was definitely going on. My mom realized it first. She read the oncology tag, and she knew that it wasn't gonna be good news.
Chiara had been misdiagnosed. This was a very serious bone cancer. I just remember, like the floor dropping out. Also a great sense of relief that she was at Montefiore. I've known of Montefiore. I know that their reputation is exactly for that hospital that could take care of her and give her the treatment that she needed.
A week later, I started my first chemo cycle. They gave me two options. The first one would have been surgery. They said, if you do that, you'll never be able to dance again. And the second option was radiation. And they said, with that, you should be able to get almost full flexibility and mobility back once you're done with all of this. Dr. Geller, the orthopedic oncologist, he was the one that would have done the surgery, but he was the one rooting for radiation. So hearing someone who would have performed your surgery want you to take the radiation approach and agree with that was just very reassuring for me. I really appreciate that it's multiple doctors going into making ultimately a life-changing decision. Dr. Loeb, Dr. Geller, Dr. Alexander Chather, Dr. Fox. So I just really appreciated having multiple people by my side.
She slowly started getting stronger, the treatment stopped, and she just, kept making those little baby steps forward. You don't have words to express how proud you are of somebody that makes that journey.
And then probably a month later, took my first ballet class. I couldn't do anything anymore, like lifting my leg past 45 was really hard. So then I put on point shoes for the first time. That was extremely difficult as well. I think finally in August, I remember messaging Julie, and I was kind of like, I think I'm ready to come back.
She's a really very special, remarkable young woman, and I'm so proud to know her, and I can't think of a more perfect example of courage and grace than Chiara.
Cancer's one journey, but after cancer is a whole other journey. There's a whole other story that's about to happen.